people YouTube. My name is Wayne. Welcome to my channel. Let's talk about lane splitting and filtering. Let's talk about the differences first. Lane splitting is when you're going, all cars are going the same direction, probably 2 lanes or more. You're only allowed to do it when in slow moving traffic. Like so, I lane split when I'm in Galway. I'm pretty sure I have a video of me lane splitting. Some of it is, in my opinion, is okay, but most of it is pretty stupid. Like I'm dipping in and out of lanes. There's like 2 lanes like on either side of the road, in and out of Galway. Yeah, and I was basically dipping and diving from left to right, getting past cars, and in my opinion that was me just being fucking stupid, really. Because it wasn't safe. Because if anyone just decided while I'm to their left, I just appear to their left, they could hit me, and it would be kind of my fault. It would probably be 100% my fault. But yeah, like most of the time I filter, and filtering is in traffic that has come to a complete stop. That's filtering. I filter a lot in Galway, especially at traffic lights, and I couldn't imagine sitting in traffic. Like I went up to Galway one time, and there never used to be a motorway to Galway. It used to be like back roads and stuff, and let me tell you, that is not fun going that way. It is not fun whatsoever. Yeah, so before the motorway came, I was basically just overtaking so many cars, because obviously people that live in Galway and work outside of Galway, they're obviously trying to get home. So like at 5 or 6, traffic was the worst. And one day I went up to Galway, and the traffic was packed. Like, you know, I came into Galway, and say the first roundabout you hit, when you come off the road, like the actual proper road into Galway, you hit a roundabout first, and the traffic was, oh Jesus, probably half a mile away from the roundabout. And this is only the first roundabout. You have to pass another roundabout, and you get to a set of lights then. So I started filtering past everyone. Got to the roundabout, got through the roundabout, got to the next roundabout, and realised that the traffic was still going. and then, actually, yeah, the next roundabout, the traffic was all the way around the roundabout. So no one was moving. So thankfully I was on my bike, because I could easily filter through the traffic, get to the set of lights, and move on when the lights turned green. But it was just horrible. But yeah, when I'm in Galway, I rarely like lane split, like while traffic's moving, because I don't really feel safe doing it. But today, it was last Friday, I was leaving Galway, and I just wasn't bothered sitting in traffic or sitting behind cars, so I decided, fuck it, lane split, and I was being real stupid. I'm pretty sure I do have a video of me, so I'll probably throw a clip or something in between this part. Not being on a bike. Right, so the law in Ireland for lane splitting and filtering is kind of iffy. because when I did my IBT, right, the teacher that taught me the IBT told us that filtering and lane splitting is legal. So, and I'm not gonna lie, I literally just looked this up before I started recording this video. RSA put onto a forum, obviously I think someone asked them, and they put onto a forum saying that there's no, it's not illegal to lane split, but it's not legal. It's kind of fucking, it is really stupid, like it kind of counteracts itself or contradicts itself, whatever the fucking word is. But I read that as long as you're not speeding like over the speed limit, like so say going through Galway, the speed limit's 50k, yeah 50k, right? As long as you're not going over that and you're like driving the lane split through the traffic, so traffic's moving slowly and you're like lane split. Depending on the guard, you could be pulled over, but you might not be pulled over. So it. See, that's because I thought it was like legal, there was no problem with it, but reading it said that it's down to the guard. Like if you're driving and you're like drive past the guard at like, you're flying through traffic, they pull you over, you could be done for dangerous driving. But the way it's like kind of read, what I might do is I might try and screenshot it and throw it into the video somewhere on the screen, or I might look at it and write it down on the screen what exactly it said, or even put a link in the description, so if you want from Ireland, you want to read it, you can. But it said that the guard can pull you over if you're lane splitting, and down to the discretion of the guard, they can do you for dangerous driving, or they can do you for something similar. Like, so basically if you're lane splitting while traffic's moving slowly, you could be pulled over and ticketed for it, which I think is stupid because it doesn't say it's illegal, but it also doesn't say it's legal, so it's kind of fucking shit. But yeah, what's it? Fucking yeah, so it's kind of shit. But filtering, I know, is like, I think it's the same thing with filtering, but filtering's kind of safer. But I was filtering one time actually coming into Galway, and this old man in a Jeep obviously didn't like that I got past him, because I got the set lights and it was still green, and I was passing everyone started moving as I'm getting to the front, so I was like, yeah, I'll keep going. So I went a little bit further and then got into traffic, and he obviously didn't like it because he, right, I'm going to try to explain it the best I can, right? So say I know there's a car coming, but fuck it, right? So pretend we're driving through Galway, right? This part of Galway has, when you come into Galway after you pass the roundabouts, it's like a 4-lane, right? So the one furthest to the left, you can take a left turn, and then your one furthest to the right is the one that goes right. So then the 2 lanes in the middle, the ones go straight through the lights. And I was in, if these were the 2 lanes that go through the lights, I was in the center, and then I came in front of him onto the right lane. And he obviously didn't like that, because after we passed through the intersection, actually no, halfway through the intersection, he decided to overtake me on the right, and there's no other road on the right to overtake. And so I seen him coming, he got in front of me, and I basically got pushed into the left lane in front of a car, and I basically just waved at the car saying sorry. And I basically got in front of him again. I got up beside him actually, and I kind of looked at him, and obviously, you know the gesture, what the fuck, or what the hell you doing. He started pointing at me, giving me the fucking finger, and basically giving out to me. So I got back in front of him. I got back in front of him. Then And then, right, and this is like, I'm not messing. This traffic was pretty thick. Like there was a lot of cars. Right, so I got back in front of him into the right lane, so to my right, obviously. So I was in that lane, and he was behind me, and obviously he didn't want me in front of him, or didn't like that I overtook him or got in front of him or whatever. So he went around me, ran through this lane. He cut off a van, right? He cut off a van, flew past everyone. I'm not too sure if it's undertaken or not, but it might be undertaken, right? So say he undertook me, another car, and then another car, and then when he got past me and then two other cars, he just swung to the right back into that lane. So I waited because I knew there was a set lights up ahead, right? So I got to the set lights, and there was no one in front of me because everyone else was in their own lane, so the lane was clear. So I pulled up beside him. I put my visor up and I looked at him, and I was waiting for him to look at me and ask him like, what the fuck is that about? But he wouldn't look at me. Wouldn't look at me, wouldn't even pay attention to me, was acting like I wasn't there, even though like about 2 minutes ago he was there giving me the middle finger and fucking throwing gestures at me and probably calling me names, I don't know. But when we stopped, he didn't say a word to me. Not a fucking word, right? So I was like, okay, whatever. So I forgot about it, got to the lights, looked in my mirror, about not a minute later, and a Jag pulled up beside the fella in the Jeep and starts giving him the fucking, calling him a wanker, giving him the fucking wanker sign and giving him the middle finger and all that, giving out to him basically. And I turned around and he gave me a thumbs up, so I gave him a thumbs up back. And the fella in the Jeep, I think, started looking at him anyway. But I just thought it was so funny. Like a few times as well when I've like filtered past cars, I've got beeped at. Obviously people don't like it, but I don't give a shit because it's so much faster. And if they had a bike, they could do the same thing. No bother. So basically, if you're from Ireland or you come to Ireland and you have a bike or whatever, lane splitting and filtering, legal but not legal. It's confusing, but if you're lane splitting through slow moving traffic, take it slow and the cars probably won't have a problem with you. Filtering, they shouldn't probably care as long as you're not going too fast or at. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think about filtering and if it's legal where you are, because in Ireland it's legal, not legal. And I know it's legal in England as well, but I know some states, some places in America actually, that it's not legal. I know it's legal in I know it's legal in California in America. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if it's the same for you wherever you're from. And I'll talk in the next one. Bye.